Bulavinaka everyone, welcome to Adelaide. As you can see behind me, it's such a beautiful day and I'm sitting in one of the parks in the South Terrace, which is about 10 minutes away from the city center. So I flew in on Monday, the 18th of March on FJ961, and first of all I'd like to say thank you very much and a big Vanaka Vakalevu to the crew on FJ961 that brought us safely into the 20-minute city. Now, I've traveled on quite a few airlines around the world, and I must say that the service on board Fiji Airways is one of the friendliest, one of the warmest. And I'm not just saying this because I work with them, I'm saying this genuinely because I've experienced the hospitality on board some of the airlines around the world, and yeah, Fiji Airways is definitely by far one of the best services that you'll get in the sky. So thank you once again to Fiji Airways and the crew on board FJ961, Mrs. Tafunai, the mom of Charlene Tafunai. If you know Charlene Tafunai, she was Miss World Fiji in 2014, and her mom is one of the senior crew members on Fiji Airways, and they brought us into Adelaide. So we left Nandi at about 4 p.m. Fiji time. So the flight is normally around 6 hours, but then it took around 5 hours and 45 minutes before we touched down into Adelaide. Adelaide is 1.5 hours behind Fiji time, and they're also half an hour behind Sydney. So we arrived into Adelaide at about 9:15 in the evening. Now, one thing that I really love and appreciate about Adelaide is the hospitality and the warmth of the people. Like from when we touched down and then when we arrived into immigration, because you know how you get into like some cities and you have this fear about the immigration officials and customs officers at the port of entries. In Adelaide, like I swear that they were like one of the most friendliest immigration officers that I had ever encountered on any one of my travels. Like, so thank you to the team at Adelaide Immigration at the airport. Like, they were really friendly. They made you feel so welcome. They didn't like you know, like how you go to some countries and they're always asking all these really random questions. With Adelaide, we never experienced it at all. Like, they were just so welcoming. They did ask a few questions, but it was just based around what we were intending to do in Adelaide. And of course, once we told them that we were working for the Fiji Broadcasting Corporation and Fiji Airways, like, it was just a smooth flowing after that. The temperature, the climate in Adelaide is really warm. It's almost similar to Fiji. The only difference is that in Fiji you have humidity, whereas in Adelaide it's just really dry heat. Like, as you can see behind me, the sun is out. It's around 34 degrees today. We're sitting in a park underneath a tree. It's really cool. You can feel the heat, but it's not like in Fiji where you constantly have to like fan yourself or go around topless because of the humidity. In Adelaide it's like dry heat. And it's quite pleasant. I really enjoy Adelaide. Now, one of the first things that I noticed when arriving into Adelaide was how clean the city was. This city is so clean. The locals as well are so friendly. Like, with most of our shoots in the days that we've been filming in and out of the city, whenever we needed directions or we needed to ask questions to the locals, like, one thing that we noticed was that the hospitality and the people in Adelaide, like the locals, they were just so ready to help, and they were always providing so much useful information and tips, and they were always making sure that we were okay. And these were just complete strangers that we only just met on the street, so we would just go up and into the shops and ask questions. And that's one thing that I really appreciate about Adelaide. And also, like, when you come to Adelaide, like, the main shopping center is called Rundle Mall, and Rundle Mall is one of the largest malls in Australia. Now, the Rundle Mall is quite different in the sense that it's open, so you have like, it's like a big block of like all these different shops. So you have like Kmart, you have JJ's, you have Cotton On, you have H&M's, you have Maya, you have David Jones. So it's like this huge shopping area where it probably takes around 50 minutes to just walk down one side of Rundle Mall. So that's like the main meeting area for like everyone. And then in there you have like all these landmark features and attractions. So if you follow me on Instagram, I would have posted a few. Otherwise, when you watch the Adelaide episode that we will be airing next month, you will get to see all these landmark features that we shot as well. So that's the main point when you come to Adelaide for like all the shopping. Like the shopping is great, like it's amazing. Like you come in and you're spoiled for choice, like you don't know where to start, like what to buy. The food's great. They have all these different types of cuisines that you can get at the different food outlets. Also, one of the attractions that I encountered as well was going down to the central food markets. Again, this is another attraction in Adelaide, and so in here, like, you'll find the most amazing, freshest, sweetest tasting fruits that you'll ever have in your life. I'm saying this because I've lived overseas and I've tried the fruits, but then the ones in Adelaide, I think it's the temperature and the climate here that contributes to its taste. Like, I had peaches yesterday, and whew, best tasting peaches I've ever had. And also with the strawberries, I got a punnet of strawberry, and really, really sweet. And at the central food markets, you will also find like a good selection of cheese. If you love cheese, they have all these different kinds of like cuisines from around the world. I had Algerian food yesterday, so it was couscous with lamb, and apparently it was cooked for like 7 hours in a slow cooker or in one of those traditional Algerian cooking facilities. And then it had all these different spices. It had chickpeas, green peas, tomatoes, olive oil. It was amazing. So yeah, so when you come to Adelaide, get to visit the Central Food Market, get to go to the Rundle Mall, and also in if you go to our Facebook page on the Jejemon Facebook page, Jejemon FBC TV, you will also see one of the videos that we did, which is the 5 places of interest that you should visit when you come to Adelaide. You know, Adelaide is also a very new port for Fiji Airways, so I think a lot of Fijians are not quite familiar with this city. But then before I left Fiji, I was told that once you get here, you will fall in love with the city. And after 5 days, I can definitely guarantee that I have. And the reasons were because of the hospitality of the people, the temperature, the climate, the food, and what I also like about Adelaide is it reminds me so much of my former home, which is Christchurch, because the city is built around the big park, and there's like all these different rivers, and yeah, it's just spread out. It's flat. There's like it's not like other cities where you going up slopes and hills to get to like different places. Here it's just so flat. And the tram, you have to do the tram rides as well in Adelaide. It's free if you it's free within the central business district. So I've been catching the tram from Rundle Mall and then going to all the different places to go and like check out and film. Like coming here to the South Terrace, we caught a tram and then we got off. So apparently South Terrace obviously is in the south part of the city, is the last stop that you get off for free, and then after that, if you go down to the ocean side, then you buy a ticket, so you get to try out the tram as well. Yeah, but overall, like, it's definitely a great city. If you are planning to go overseas for a holiday, then I would definitely recommend visiting Adelaide. It's a great city. Fiji Airways flies every Monday and Friday. The flight is just slightly under 6 hours, but then, you know, there's the hospitality, like I said earlier, is great on board. And I mean, when you inside Fiji Airways, and if you're a local, if you come from Fiji, you will definitely feel the Fijian hospitality, and the service, the food, everything is great. For those of you that are on a Fiji passport, you need to apply for an Australian visa. I'm sure this is common knowledge, everyone knows. And then I would recommend that you normally apply at least 1 month out to get your visa. And yeah, save up a lot, because you'll go crazy with all the shopping, the different kinds of food. I think I've put on a few more kilos in Adelaide with just eating all the different kinds of foods. But then the good thing is that we're walking around and doing most of our shoots, so I guess balancing out the different kinds of food that I'm eating, and well, trying to fit in a bit of exercise with walking. So anyway, look, I hope you are looking forward to our Come Fly With Me episode on Adelaide. Once again, thank you very much to my employer, FBC TV, to my CEO, as well as to Fiji Airways for partnering with us and doing this awesome and exciting new international concept for Jejemon. And yeah, so we look forward to visiting our next destination. So make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Now subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't, and share this video with your friends. For those that are wanting to find out more about Adelaide, you can share this video. And if you have any questions, just drop them in the comments below and I'll respond to you. Otherwise, make sure you can also contact me on my Facebook, on our Facebook page, Jejemon FBC TV, and you can tweet me if you're on Twitter at the Andy Blake, or you can drop me an email. There's so many ways you can contact me. Jejemon@fbc.com.fj. Right, from Adelaide, it is Nisa Modemanda.